Ndị be anyị ekene m unu ọzọ na n'ụbọchị uhuruchi tata. Daalụ niile ka unu si na-esoro anyị anyị na-eme n'iru akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24. Asị nụrụ ya mee gịnị ya kọrọ nwanne ya. Dịka o si dị, anyị were update anyị wetelu unu ya ege ya bụ ife bụ gbasara maka the collaboration between the Biafra government in exile and the Ambazonia. So achọrọ m ka o si m n'ọnụ pụta, so m chọrọ ka unu gee ya bụ ife ka unu wee ghọta ebe a nọ maka egwu echenjigo egwu abụrụ ọzọ obere ife ka a na-akụ n'iru ọgụ. Ihe anụ ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwuru gbasara maka the alliance between Biafra and Ambazonia, the new update, latest one. So ị ga-esi anyị drop anyị comment gị gbasara maka ife ichere n'ihe ndị anyị kwuru. All right, over to you, sir.
Is the country that that it is time we are now pushed to the wall and we are pushing back. The same Britain arrested, prosecuted those who attempted to kidnap somebody called Umaru Diko. The late Buhari was then the military head of state of Nigeria by force through a coup. He sent people to United Kingdom to kidnap and rendition somebody called Umaru Diko. Those who tried to kidnap him succeeded in kidnapping him, but they did not succeed in renditioning him back to Nigeria. So it was an attempted kidnap and rendition to Nigeria. Those people who committed the crime of attempting to rendition somebody to Nigeria were all arrested and sentenced to prison by the United Kingdom. Today, after over 30 years, Umaru case repeating in more troublesome, disheartening, and the most unacceptable way. And the British turned their eyes on Umaru II. And I want you to understand, it is not because Ambazonia was kidnapped from Kenya. No. Could have been anywhere. The reason was because his name is Nnamdi. His name is not Umaru or Diko. That is the only reason why he is still being in dungeon, detained today, and Britain is enjoying it because his name is Nnamdi, not Muhammad, not Umaru, not Diko. Otherwise, tell me, Umaru Diko was not a British citizen. He did not come to the United Kingdom with British passport, but he was protected on attempted kidnap. Those who tried to kidnap him was arrested and sentenced to prison. Till today, we have not seen anything reasonable from the British government because the person in question this time is not Umaru, but Nnamdi. Is Okechukwu. Anything Chukwu, anything Nnamdi to Britain, you must make sure they never rise. Why I am making this particular speech for a start is so that those of you who think that you have mentors in the United Kingdom should start thinking again. The generation that I am very proud of will be the one to end the colonization from the British right in Biafra land. The British government has brought debt to us. They have not brought any civilization. There is no development. It's only debt, suffering, corruption, criminality, and what have you. And we thank God that today many of us are residing in more civilized and sane country in Europe. British Britain could not cope with decent countries like the European Union, because for you to be a member of the European Union, you have a standard. Britain is a very corrupt country. They couldn't cope with the standard of the European Union. They left without nobody shooting gun. Today, the Biafrans are building alliances, and Ambazonia is one of them, in order to make sure that we set example from Africa. And that example, the beginning of civilization, will start from Biafra. Ambazonia has a very important role to play. Every Biafra must understand that during the war, which Britain, the same Britain, supported Nigeria to commit genocide against Biafra people, of where we lost almost 3 million children to hunger, starvation. The people that facilitated that particular hunger and blockade was Cameroon. Nigeria used Cameroon to facilitate the blockade of Biafra. And in facilitating the blockade of Biafra, Ambazonia and Biafra border were used. So this alliance between Biafra and Ambazonia is very, very important for us, for everybody to understand. With this alliance, we have defeated Cameroon second blockade. We have made friends with Ambazonia for easy access, especially of weapons when the time comes, and every other thing that we have, we use Ambazonia as a passage to make sure that whatever that comes into Biafra will also be channeled to protecting the both territory, especially in the borderline, because Cameroon keep coming there with their terrorists in uniform. During the war, our people died out of hunger, not by bullet, not by bomb. And today, my fellow Biafrans, we have defeated Nigeria in that aspect. They will never ever rise again to put a blockade on Biafra. We now have a neighboring country called Ambazonia. And we are going to support Ambazonia with everything in us. At the same time, using the resources available to engage Nigeria. I want you people to understand that we are not just saying this thing to please you, but the actions is already on ground. You can hear on daily basis what we are doing in Bakassi Peninsula. It is as a result of the alliance between us. We will make sure that any terrorist from Cameroon into any territory in Ambazonia, the Biafra forces Nigeria will no longer have access to Ambazonia border to use it against Biafra. In addition to this, we are going to work closely on military and other security architectures, including the economy of both nations.
One of the instrument that both armies have used is the kidnapping of our people and passing them through kangaroo courts and using them as political prisoners and tools for their occupation. And
Ebe anyị daalụ nne na unu sikwa Venezuela anyị na-emegasị n'iru akwụkwọ a. Anyị fụkwara unu si your own comment gbasara maka ife dị iche iche anyị na-etinyegasị. So dịka before anyị gaa n'iru ikwu ihe anyị kwesịrị ikwu, o nwere ife benu oge gara aga. The team lawyer visitere onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'ụlọ nke DSS, and ọ nụrụ ife onye ndu kwuru. Ọ sọ na ụjọ atụ n'anya that anyị gave na up na ya na egwu anyị amanarịrị na ya wana onwe ya apụta n'oge na-adịghị anya. So ọ jikwanyere na-asị ụmụ Chineke na remain resolute and focus in the liberation of sovereign state of Biafra. But dịka o si wee dị, ya bụ okwu juru m afọ. So and ifu na egwu echenjigo kịta dịka ka anyị na-echetazie n'azụ n'ihe anyị were ekwu gbasara maka ife PM kwugasị dị iche iche n'iru akwụkwọ a. Okay, ka ife nwere ike ikwu n'ụdị nke gị gbasara maka ya bụ ife ndị nụgasị o kwuru dịka ị na-ege ya, ka bakwa alụ ka dropụla your own contribution, your own comment on the comment section below. Maka ịma na ya anyị na-eme bụ anyị tinyere unu ife ekwesịrị itinyere unu dịka isikwu unu nkwa. Unu anyị ga ya nye anyị update unu ife unu chere, tinye your own contribution n'iru akwụkwọ. Alright, dịka enu ya bụ ife kaba arụ ka dropụla comment gị. Nke dịka ịbịa bụ chetakwa na ya bụkwa Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee wetara unu nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa n'ala Igbo. Daalụ ndị nne na ụmụ Chineke. Ngwa nke emesịanụ ụmụ Igbo.